Hello, positive mommies. Hola, 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 hola. This is Elayna with Motivation for Moms. Welcome and thank you for watching. Thank you very, very much. I am going to be talking about how love is the absence of judgment. And that's a very powerful statement. We're going to be talking about judgment. And a few days ago, I shared how there is a process, a judging process, in which we can find the solution in the, I would say, the banishment of our suffering. We can eliminate our suffering through those steps, to the 4 steps called The Work by Byron Katie. And I'm leaving links to my previous video, and I'm also leaving links to Byron Katie's resources down below in the description. But what I want to focus on today is actually the judging process, because every time we make a judgment about someone is because we need to actually turn it around and learn from it. Our judgment tells more about ourselves, about us, than it does about the person that we're judging. And the steps to Byron Katie's work are: judge your neighbor, write it down, ask 4 questions, turn it around. And the 4 questions, just to recap real soon, are: is it true? Can you absolutely know that it's true? How do you react to that thought? How does it make you feel? And the 4th question is: who are you without that thought? So watch the video below if you haven't done so that you can learn more about that process. But the last step of that is turn it around. And turning it around means that you're going to actually discover that whenever you ask those questions, you actually need the work on that which you're judging a lot more than the person that you judged. And it is such an amazing process. And of course, I'm going to illustrate this concept with my favorite Disney princess. Yes, Cinderella. Cinderella. And basically, I always talk about how we judge Cinderella. You know, we see her and she's so beautiful, she's so graceful, she has everything we want. She is a princess, she marries a prince, she lives in a castle, she, has a fairy tale life. I mean, she lived happily ever after, didn't she? So we see other women's success, their fortune, their fame, their happiness, their balance, I mean, their shoes, their crystal slippers, right? Their glass slippers. We see that and we judge. I mean, when the townspeople see Cinderella and see how beautiful and graceful she is, she's walking toward me now, she's walking toward you. They may wonder, who does she think she is? She doesn't belong in the castle. I mean, her name is Cinderella, not Castle Ella. And how did she get so lucky? I mean, she could have been any girl, but the prince chose her. Why her, right? Or this is ridiculous. I mean, she fits into a slipper and like she gets to marry a prince? That is insane. That is inconceivable. My husband's gonna love that. Okay, and we just become experts also in her motivations and her opinions and her thoughts, right? Because we say, oh, maybe she's a gold digger. Maybe she's just after the palace fortune. I mean, that's why she wants to marry a prince, right? Or maybe we said, Ah, she's so nice. But you just wait. Wait until the crown gets to her head. Get it? And we also say, well, she's pretty. I know. I mean, I give her that. She's not bad to look at. But is she smart? I mean, can she handle a kingdom? Maybe not. So we just, poor Cinderella, we just beat her down because she has everything we want to have and we don't. So if you've noticed the pattern, we judge Cinderella, we judge our neighbor because we feel insecure, like her, or we feel threatened like her, or we have our own story and we don't want people to get what we deserve but didn't get, right? Like her. Or we just don't know any better. Oh my goodness, that was good. Look. I mean, his name is Lucifer, right? I just don't like that cat. But anyways, that's what it's all about. So we must examine why we're judging that person. What is it about ourselves that causes those thoughts that create separation and create resentment, create a wall, and that don't allow us to love the people in our life, or we judge them. So there's no way that we can love Cinderella when all we focus on is what she reminds us about ourselves. Okay? But she's lovable. And remember, if we ask any Cinderella in the world, she used to be her. She's been through trials. She's been through oppression. She has her own journey of struggle. Maybe she even doesn't feel like she fits in the castle anyway. Who are we to remind her of that? We must help her. Yeah, I mean, when we look at her and we see her for who she really is, then we can love her. The truth sets us free, and so we are free to love when we let go and release and forsake all the judgment. So that's my message today, or our message, right, Cinderella? And so we say, don't forget to subscribe and comment and share and love me and hug me and stay tuned and come back and be positive so you can be powerful.